going a little bit. Oh man, we are some beautiful folks.
Ooh, what's this?
How do we get? Oh yeah, get that out of the way.
It smells funny.
Can you guys hear us? Hey, Kristen.
Hey.
Oh man, we're out here outside of our. Man, hold on. Let's go and fix this.
What's going on with this?
What do you mean? What's going on?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. What's up, guys? It's Andrew.
It's Tim.
We're going to talk about home staging today.
Yeah, and staging is not what you think it is. It's not the little coaches and stuff where people are going around in the circle.
I think that's stage coaching.
Oh, see, I got that. See,
Yeah,
that's a normal misconception.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
so, I feel like this phone's going to fall any second. So, home staging is preparing your home to sell. That's big surprise. Now, this ranges all different range lengths. It could be as simple as getting your house ready as far as decluttering, depersonalizing, or it could be full blown out, just throwing everything in the house and all this good stuff. So Tim, what are some simple steps?
Some simple steps?
Some simple steps.
Well, first, let's just make it look pretty.
Yeah.
If we can make it look pretty and give a general interpretation of what that is, if you're a little unclear about that, what that is, you can ask your friendly real estate agent.
Yep.
So, first one is to make sure you have access to the room. So, if you have a ton of stuff that's just hanging out, we'll just say it's clutter everywhere. It's probably not going to show well.
Yeah.
Because you can't get into it.
That's probably not good. And you want to fix get a focal point for each room if you are staging with furniture and everything like that. So if you've got a beautiful bathroom, if you've got a great big bay window, you want to kind of accent those areas.
Yes, yes. If you speak with an accent, that might actually help.
That might. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Sean. Thanks for tuning in.
So another thing is to depersonalize.
Depersonalize, yeah.
That word. So what you should do is make sure that you take down as much as you might like, Lord of the Rings or something like that.
Your great Star Wars collection.
You have a whole bunch of unicorns everywhere. You kind of want to take those down and kind of make it kind of look like a model home. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Like, as much as you love those little trolls that you used to collect, they've got to come down.
Oh, damn.
You got to depersonalize.
The ones with the hair, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also family photos. This is one thing that a lot of people don't think about. We catch our buyers all the time stopping and staring at your photos, and guess who else does it? Us realtors. I'm trying to figure out if I know these people.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they're also going to go through, and they're not going to see themselves in the home. They're going to see them intruding on somebody else's home.
Right, yeah, and that's huge. They want to be able to be buying a home, not taking a home from somebody else. That's huge. Another thing is repair, renew, and replace anything that's broken. You got a broken faucet, you turn it on, it sprays everywhere. Fix it. You're going to have to do it anyway. If the walls don't look perfect, whatever, you kind of want to go through that and make sure it all looks good.
Absolutely. Another thing is to rearrange your furniture. Now, I know how awesome it is to make couch forts and
pillow forts.
Obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, that's part of it. You can put a little sign out there. You got to make sure that it's actually opened up into the room. So maybe it's not just sitting in the middle of the room so that you can play video games and everything. You want to make sure that it actually is feng shui.
Oh, feng shui. Nice word drop.
Yeah, we got that.
And another thing is to kind of look at your accessories. Make sure you don't have too much or too little. If you've got, kind of goes with the whole depersonalizing, taking out all that clutter. If you've got, a ton of figurines on your mantle because you're a gamer, I don't know why, apparently gaming's what we're talking about today. Move that center couch like you just talked about over to the side. Take some of those accessories out, move them around, make it look nice and good.
A little bit along those lines is you want to make sure that you're fine-tuning everything that's in there. So detail. If you're looking at it and be like, it's good enough, it probably is.
Yeah, just ask your real estate professional, they'll help with that. And the biggest one we can help with, or not just us, but in general, is cleaning.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it 3 times to make sure that you guys understand.
3 times.
Clean. It's important.
Wait. Clean. That's 4 times.
That's 4. And that's how important it is, because a buyer is going to walk through your home and go, oh, this is dirty, $10,000 off the price. And you just lost $10,000 off a cleaning that could have been $150. Yes, we have professional cleaners for you. We can help with this. But it's so important to have a good, clean, crisp home.
Absolutely. Another thing that you could do is add life. I don't mean be there for the showings. What I mean by that is like add some flowers, add some
like small children. No, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Well,
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, and if they're there, don't cage them. That we don't need to do that. Just make sure that they're just kidding. That there are flowers or plants and things like that. It really makes the house showcase very well.
It does, and prepare for each of your showings. Once you are on the market, you're live, you're ready to go. Prepare your house the best way possible. We can always give you a checklist of things that you need to do, but some of the big points are leave your lights on, make sure that it's very well lit. Your curtains, we always say sunny side up. That means the blind that's on the side of the sun needs to be up just slightly.
Wasn't that an egg thing too?
Yeah, and they're delicious. I love sunny side up eggs.
A little egg, some pepper and
a little hot sauce.
Ooh, yeah, forgot about that.
But for your house, you want as much natural light in as you can. And yeah, that's it for that part.
Big point here is make sure to ask for help. If you don't know or need, as Mongo had mentioned, some checklist or something like that, just ask us to come out. We can go out and kind of help you depersonalize all the different things that we had talked about before. We can even line up professionals for you to make it as good as it possibly can.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. Some other tips and ideas is less is more. Try to remove any items that are personal. I think we kind of hit this before, but again, diplomas, family photos, insignias, religious symbols, all of that. The more of that you can bring out, the better.
Make sure that this atmosphere is inviting. So when you go through that first impression, when you walk through the door, make sure that it kind of speaks out to welcome, like this is a place where you actually want to live.
Make sure your furniture is good, clean, serviceable. It's very unlikely that they're going to sit down on your couch or your bar stool, but sometimes that does happen. They sit down on your dining room table to discuss things, and if it's falling apart, there's a good chance you're going to be thinking, well, they can't keep their dining room table intact. What are we missing?
Right.
Another
part is light. I know we already hit on this before, but before you leave for any showings, make sure that you have the lights on, that you open up the, what do you call those, blinds? See, I was blinded to whatever's going on. But make sure that you have all that. Dark rooms just don't sell. So make sure that you get as much light in there as possible.
And another big tip, as they used to say, like in the 80s, 1980s, I believe.
Oh, really?
If I can smell it, I can't sell it. That's just something we've heard from some of the old timers, No, but seriously, you want to get rid of all the smells, whether it's good or bad. A lot of people think that having this great, beautiful Febreze smell right before they leave, they just spray the place down with it. If it's too strong, you're going to turn a lot of folks off. So as neutral as possible. If you need a good smell in there, make it very soft, very inviting. For open houses and stuff, sometimes we do like a cookie smell, but it just makes me hungry, so I don't do that. But you could do something like that, or like a soft vanilla scent maybe.
Yeah, candles are a little bit harder to eat than the actual cookies that you could bring in.
Still delicious,
right?
But they just get everywhere.
Yeah, it leaves all the stuff, especially in a beer.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
Some other items here is paint. If there's chip paint or maybe something was rubbing against the wall, to get out there and just spot paint everything that's in there. A fresh painted house is just going to show a lot better. You're going to get the aroma of it's freshly painted, and it's going to feel newer, and the buyer's going to feel like they got a better deal.
It's like that fresh new car smell, except for the house. So on the paint, so what about drywall? If you've got a bunch of holes, you took down a bunch of pictures because you've depersonalized and decluttered, then you kind of want to fix that stuff. Spackle it, repaint. If you've been playing hammer darts in your drywall, that's where you take a hammer, you spray paint a big circle, and you guys get it.
Yeah, it's way better playing at a friend's house.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One other big item that we'd like to hit on is really curb appeal. Because if we can't get somebody inside the house, we can't sell it.
Oh yeah.
So some of those items are especially for landscaping, is just to keep it clean. So those items like pruning the bushes, the trees regularly, making sure that person or you is actually going and making sure that the lawn is cut, because it grows faster in Florida.
Yeah, and I like that Sean's down here. Sean actually has a staging company Hey, say hi, Sean. That's funny. I just clicked. I was like, hey, Sean's been watching for a while, but now I get it. Yeah, so some tips. Lay fresh mulch. It's not that expensive to re-spruce everything up. You know, add a bench to curved area of the yard. You know, just highlight as much as you can. Talk to a professional if you can for that, or use your local real estate agent. Will be able to kind of point you in the right direction. You don't want to spend a ton of money on all this, but it does need to look good. Curb appeal makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. It's probably the biggest tip that we can give you is make sure that the outside is looking pristine, because they're not going to walk in if they don't like it.
Yeah, we actually have buyers all the time. They just walk right in, drive right up, and they go like this. No. And now sometimes that's the neighborhood. There's not much you can do about that. But if your yard is nice and inviting and the neighborhood's not so great, maybe they can fix it. Maybe they can help turn the neighborhood around.
Right.
Or, you know, maybe the neighborhood's just fine, but your yard's got a broken down Chevy in it, and well, a Ford. Chevy's not going to be broken down. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, maybe yours doesn't look so great, but inside it's amazing. But no, nobody got a chance to see it because it already turned off.
Yeah. Big items as well. Maybe pressure washing or doing some repaint. If the paint's chipping on the outside, it's looking run down. So do some things in order to make sure that, again, that curb appeal looks the best.
Yeah, I think the power washing is huge.
Oh yeah,
huge. Especially here in Florida, we've got all the rust that's in the water. So
right.
when it hits your house, it turns that red color. That's why you're seeing that. In case you see any of that.
Absolutely. You got any other tips?
Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
The biggest tip I can give though on staging is call your realtor.
Yeah. Well, we're here for you.
Yeah. So whether it's us or whether it's somebody else, just talk to them about staging in general. If they look at you with the deer in the headlights look, maybe give us a shout. Even if you want to use them, we'll give them some tips. We could talk directly to them if we need to.
I mean, you know,
whatever it is.
Whatever's best for you guys.
Or, of course, if you're trying to look for, the most money possible, you just call us. It'll be easy.
We got you.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Comment down below if you guys have another topic. Richard, Warren, wish you guys would do one of these a week. Do one of these a week. We do one of these a week, actually.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday at 1 p.m., somebody tries to do one. If it needs to be this sort of atmosphere, if you guys are digging this, let us know, man. Like, all of that advice and help really helps us out, because a lot of times it's just us walking around with a little video going, oh, here's a quick tip. And it's all great information, but if this was a little better for you,
let us
know, and we'll keep doing them.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, see you next time.
See ya.